If you're a Patreon supporter, you can watch this video ad-free at the Patreon page. To become a Patreon supporter, please go to patreon.com/TJR the original. Whether you're a Patreon supporter or not, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it. Hey everyone, this is TJR. The package from Amazon just arrived. My 50th anniversary deluxe set edition of the White Album is here. Got the box just a few moments ago here. The box here up here looks, I don't know how well you can see that, it looks pretty beat up. As I move the package around, it doesn't feel like there's any real padding in here. So I hope the only damage is to the outside box. I really don't want to have to send this back because I need to do my review of the remix right away. So let's get out the old Swiss Army knife here. And let's just cut this baby open. And we'll take a look inside. Okay, so inside is a smaller box to protect the actual package. So this is a good sign. Let's dispose of this and take a look inside. This opens up very easily. And here it is. Here's the back. Let's open this up now. Breaking the shrink wrap is a little bit trickier here. I don't want to, or I should say I'm not too keen to take a knife to it and potentially damage the actual contents. Okay, I suspected that there was a harder plastic cover over this beyond the shrink wrap, so that's why I wanted to take a special care taking the shrink wrap off, and I'm glad that I did. Because yes, there is definitely here, there's this plastic cover here that slides off. Oh, and check that out. I've just noticed this now. See that? Check that out here. See? We've got the images of the four Beatles, the famous portrait photos, are actually part of this plastic covering here. And on the back here, of course, we've got the track listings, and same thing. If you take this off here, which I'm going to do now, there we go. We take this off, and let me set this down carefully here. We have, of course, the White Album. There's a serial number right there. And yeah, this is completely white. This looks like a book. And we're going to open this up now and take a look inside. And I think I'm going to need to change the camera angle for this. Okay, we have a much better overview appearance now. Once again, if you look closely, you can see the Beatles embossing there. And we're opening it up here. We've got CD1, CD2. This is the album. Then we've got the Blu-ray. And then we flip the page. We've got pure white. And then there are of course, the famous portraits. And this is the beginning of what is the hardcover book. And we're just going to flip through the pages. This is my first time looking at it here. And it looks like we've got an essay here from Paul McCartney, an introduction from Giles Martin, another essay here by Kevin Howlett, lots of nice photos. Once again, I'm looking at this for the first time. Reproductions of handwritten lyrics is what this appears to be. There we go. Can You Take Me Back Where I Came From by John Harris. Another essay, obviously. Lots and lots more photos. This is a pretty big and pretty expansive book from what I see here. And this reminds me of the book that Sgt. Pepper had. What appears to be more reproductions of handwritten lyrics. Very nice to look at. And I notice if you look here, it looks like this is a notebook. Of course, it's not. Looks like lyrics written on an envelope. I'm not stopping to see what's what in this. I'm just doing a quick glance through here with you. Once again, this is my first time taking a look at it. I'm looking at it same as you. Lyrics for Hey Jude. Huh. And then we have a section called Track by Track by Kevin Howlett. And so this looks to me like it's going to be, yes, a track by track analysis. Also accompanied with lots of photos. I'm going to flip through some of this. What I'm not sure is I'm going to eventually sit down and read all this and then do a review of the book. Of course, I'll be reviewing first the remix, then the bonus disc, the Blu-ray, and the book itself. What I'm wondering is how much of this will be about the recording process, how much of it will be about the songwriting process, how much of it will be about what the songs were specifically about. And so that should be an interesting read. Once again, I'm just going to flip through this very, very quickly here. There are, of course, the portraits. We're already at what would be the second vinyl. White Album was originally released as a double vinyl album. It was the only double vinyl album, studio albums, that the Beatles ever released. Interesting to note, I just noticed this, I'm going to back up here real quick. Interesting to note, Revolution 1 and Revolution, which of course, Revolution being the more famous one, because it was released as a single, and it was a hit single. Be curious to read about Revolution number 9. There we go. The Inner Light, which was not on the White Album. So once again, I think these are probably tracks that were worked on at the same time. Across the Universe. Hey Jude. Yeah, so these are tracks that were worked on during the same sessions. Interesting. Not Guilty, What's the New Mary Jane? I'm guessing these are on the demos and the session tracks. I've never heard the Esher demos. I've never heard these before. I know a lot of people have through bootlegs, but I will be hearing them for the first time. Another essay, The Mad Day Out by Kevin Howlett. A whole ton of photos. Andrew Wilson, White on White. I'm assuming this has to do with the creation of the original packaging of the cover. And perhaps on the art of the poster. There's the reproduction of the poster as well. In fact, yeah, there you can see the artist working on the poster. Another essay by Kevin Howlett, It's Here. I'm assuming this has to do with the release of the album. And looks like we've got some John Lennon artwork. Then we have a little envelope slot here. This contains, of course, the original poster. Already I can tell this is on much heavier paper than it has been released on previously. On the back side, of course, are the lyrics. This was part of the original packaging. But already I can see the colors are more vibrant, the reproduction is clearer, and the paper is heavier, thicker stock, heavier stock. Then we have the portraits, of course. And yeah, there they are. I almost thought we didn't have one of them. Yeah, there's all the portraits. Those go in this envelope right here. And then over here, we have, of course, CD 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are of course, the Esher demos and the session tracks. I'll be doing separate reviews on all of this as well. The first thing I'm going to work on, though, is just simply my review of the actual remix. So that concludes my unboxing and up-close look at the deluxe edition of the White Album. I'm going to begin work on my review of the remix and hope to have that posted within 24 hours. I'll also do additional separate reviews of the contents of the hardcover book, the Blu-ray, and the session track CDs and the Esher demos. I expect those reviews to come out within the next few weeks as time permits. As always, if you like what I do, please be sure to click subscribe, click like to this video, and be sure to click the notifications bell icon so you can know when I release new videos. If you want to help me make more videos and get them out faster and do more in-depth videos, please consider becoming a Patreon supporter. If you can just pledge the one cup of coffee a month, that'll make just a big difference for me. It will help me with equipment. It will also help me to afford the time to make in-depth videos, and it will also allow me to buy more than one Beatles shirt for these videos. But seriously, your support goes a long way. Patreon supporters get access to exclusive content. They also get early access, and they get videos ad-free. To become a Patreon supporter, please follow the link in the description, and there should be a link floating somewhere overhead, either right now or fairly soon. This is TJR. Have you gotten your copy of the deluxe set yet? What are your thoughts? What are your first impressions? Be sure to share them with everybody here in the comments. And once again, everybody, just thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.